Well, our next guest started running to break up her law studies. Little did she know that those runs would turn into over 35,000 kilometres of marathons right across the globe, raising more than $1 million for charity.
Yeah, she's also a star of season 2 of Australian Survivor. Samantha Gash doesn't let anything get in her way. And now she's running again to support a very good cause. And she joins us now from her home in Victoria.
Hello, lovely lady.
Hi, guys.
It's great to see 35,000 kilometres. My legs hurt just hearing that number. How do you train your body to handle all of those Ks?
I think you have to prepare for it. You know, you work out what the goal is and then you go backwards. So, you know, a lot of the projects I do take 2 years of preparation before I actually do them. And I think when you have a very strong why, that's a bit beyond you, that keeps you on target as well. And I also love to simulate adverse conditions because you can't always simulate, you know, the challenges that you're going to face in the race.
Yeah, Sam, you very well know, I love you. I think you kind of, I was following you for a long time before we actually made contact, but you inspire me so much. Your feats of endurance are unbelievable. I love talking to you. Back in 2016, you ran for 77 days straight across India. Did you feel an affinity with that country after doing that?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I spent a couple of months in India. I've now travelled there over 6 times. And when I ran across India, I slept in a camper van on the side of the road. And each day I literally met thousands of people, you know, some of the most resilient, incredible, warm-hearted humans that I've ever met. And yeah, the country is incredible. So definitely have a strong affinity for India and its people.
Wow. Tell us about Relief Run for India, Sam.
Yeah, so the Relief Run is a global virtual running festival that we're hosting over the 11th to 13th of June, with all the registration fees going to World Vision Australia's India COVID-19 appeal. So you might have seen in the news, obviously what's happening in India with COVID-19 is pretty horrific. Thousands and thousands of people are losing their life a day. Medical supplies are completely overstretched. They're under-resourced, particularly the vulnerable communities and those in the more regional communities as well. So considering I have such a strong affinity with the country and I've seen what can happen on the ground with the smallest amount of money, I just wanted to use collective footsteps to actually make an impact. And you guys might remember we did a similar thing for the Australian bushfire relief efforts in 2020, and 19,000 runners around the globe supported Australia with the bushfires. So we thought, you know what, let's bring this back for India and let's do something positive. I actually often think, yes, the money's amazing. Well, what's really amazing is people not feeling alone. And when people know that a lot of people are coming together for over a weekend for them, I think we can't discount how much that means to people's mental health.
Most definitely. I think a lot of us use running as that, you know, and the kind of community that's around that. A lot of people love running. A lot of people think it's the worst nightmare, you know. But you obviously don't have to run 35,000 kilometres. But for those who wanted to get started running, even however long or short the distance might be, what are some of your top tips for that?
Top tips, a well-fitted pair of shoes. Start small. Have no expectations, because reality is every single run can look different. So if you go into it with an open mind and let it be what it is in that moment, it'll give you exactly what you need. And I also like to kind of create a few ways of making myself get out the door. So I often place my shoes and my clothes outside my bedroom first thing in the morning, so I can make sure I'm more motivated to get out in the cold winter mornings.
It's a bit like that. You need all the motivation you can get. Also, I noticed that you're wearing earphones while you run. What do you listen to?
Oh, everything. I can listen to podcasts, I can listen to musics. It's a real mix. I just sometimes like to take myself to an altered state, particularly in India when it was just so intense. And if you have both travelled to India, you'll remember that the horns are really, really noisy. So sometimes I wanted to drown out the sounds of the horns with literally anything to just, I was starting to twitch a little bit by the end from all the horns.
Well, if you need 4 hours every day, we're on there somewhere.
Podcast is coming to a phone near you. Samantha Gash, you are just lovely. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. If you'd like to participate in the Relief Run, for India, all you need to do is go to reliefrun.com.au. Thanks again to beautiful Sam Gash.
Oh, thanks so much for having me, guys.